Family of God, good morning. Good morning. It's another day God has given us. We want to thank God this morning for his goodness towards us, but we also want to thank him for the trials that come our way. Nobody's ever climbed a smooth mountain, so we're going to need those divots. We're going to need those portions on our mountain where we can put our fingers and put our toes and pull up just a little higher, because we're going to get to the top if we continue to be faithful. And if we keep on climbing, we will get to the finish line if we keep on climbing. One more step up today. All right, our red door read comes to us from the book of Philippians chapter 4. This is the final chapter of Paul's letter to the Philippian church. He writes some of the most beautiful prose in this chapter of the Bible. For instance, Philippians 4, 6, and 7. Be anxious for nothing, but by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, simply make your requests known unto God, and then God will put peace. He'll put a guard named peace by your heart to keep your minds through Christ Jesus. God is saying to us, I have got your heart covered. I want to give you peace, but you've got to let go of some things to have the peace I'm offering. You've got to talk to me and you've got to give it to me. But that's because God gives us his peace and puts a guard at our heart called peace. Doesn't mean the guard will stay there if we don't tend that guard. Peace that is given must also be peace that is kept. And what God is saying is Paul in the very next verse speaks for God in a very powerful way on how to keep our peace. He says, whatever things, this is verse 8 now, whatever things are true, whatever things are honest, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are noble, whatever things are, if there be any virtue or if there is any praise in those things, if there's anything good about those kinds of things, let that stuff fill your mind. Think on these things. I don't know about you, but there's so many things that take our mind far away. What Paul is saying is it's not just about exclusion, it's about inclusion. It's not just about what you stop thinking about, it's about what you start thinking about. What we focus on, Ellen White says, the mind takes the shape of whatever it is allowed to dwell upon. If we allow that mind to dwell upon wrong things, it will take the shape of that thing and produce that behavior. She says that the mind is the citadel of the body. It is the capital of the body. It controls all the other organs. They are servants to the human mind. It is with the mind that we love God, and it is with the mind that we ally ourselves to heavenly beings. This mind care is critical. But there's something power about when you focus on the right things. What happens is your mind begins to fill with things of God. And if you focus on what is true, not just the news, if you focus on what is honest, not just the politicians, if you focus on what is just, not just the injustice, if you focus on what is right and what is true and what is just and what is noble and what is virtuous and what is praiseworthy, it has an expulsive power. It pushes out that which is infectious to your mind. It pushes out that which is not good for us. It pushes out that which will not ennoble us. It pushes out that which is not just for us. It pushes out everything that is not like God. What is God saying to us this morning? You've got to watch your mind. You've got to protect your mind like it's a citadel. For if it is captured, you are captured. Paul, Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice unto God, or your holy, reasonable service. Listen, that's what the apostle Paul, but be transformed, he says, by the renewing of your mind. Think on things that will renew and ennoble your mind, and you will have God's peace.